Alright.
Riddle School. Jonachrome presents.
I was sitting here for 2 hours straight listening to addition facts, all because I teased somebody I'm in a special class.
Keep in mind that, like, this is the first game of the series, so nobody knows this is supposed to be, like, iconic, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was ever iconic.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, they don't know it's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's only one person in here.
I'm interested to learn how a special class for the insane equates to making fun of somebody, though. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Miss. I don't know if she's pronounced Miss Coffee or Miss Kofi. I always pronounce it Kofi because.
It's probably coffee, because, you know.
Yeah, but then again, it's misspelled. It probably would be spelled the way it's supposed to if it was meant to be pronounced that way.
Yeah.
And there's. And I think if you click on Smiley, he says that was a student he made fun of.
Here, talk a little louder for the camera.
Okay, that's Smiley. She's the only one in the school who likes learning.
Yeah.
Smiley's also the one I made fun of to be in that special class.
Yeah, the legacy version does look higher quality. You're right about that.
Yeah, because I played it once.
Yeah.
And they're just elementary school students.
What is that M in the corner, though?
Don't click on it.
Oh.
It's some music.
That's weird.
And that's Fred. So, I mean, the creator of this game, Jonachrome, made this when he was 11.
12, I think.
No, he said it was 11 in his developer commentary.
Okay.
So, it's great for your hands and bad for your eyes. And then you have to give the whole pass by clicking on it. This school has 7 students. Click on that one. That's a poster made at home because of the, you don't lose that one.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's another one he added. Another dialogue bloom. Wait, is it 7? I don't feel like counting again. That would count as math.
Huh.
So he actually corrected it and said it was 8 in the new one. There's Chubb. There was Chubb. Yeah, there he is.
Wait, don't tell me how to get the dollar. Let me see.
Oh, you don't remember?
How do I not remember this?
I remember it.
Wait, hang on.
There's one thing you're missing. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
Since it's the first one, it's relatively easy for those who aren't used to point-and-click adventure games. So the design works.
Yeah.
But
Box office.
originally, there was going to be a cookie that you would give him in this game, but the creator said that he didn't know how to make it work at the time. That was also in his developer commentary. Here's a sneak.
This is my favorite principal because he's just like large for no reason.
I thought that Phil was small and he wasn't large.
No, he's obviously like a giant.
Mr. Question. And he doesn't even call you out.
That key looks so weird though.
I like it. It looks better than the other 2 and the upcoming 2 games.
Oh, that's the first one. Very, very short.
Which is because it leads into the. Oh wait, no, it says this.
Now go read a good book.
Because it wasn't meant to be. There wasn't meant to be more.
All right, now we'll pull up the second one.
Okay. Right-click it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now this one takes place in Riddle Middle School this time.
Riddle Middle.
Get it? Rhymes.
Yeah. I love how thick the lining is.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
Because the first 2 games did have that art style at first. It's classic Riddle School, not really. They're the 3 students again. Fred, Zach, and Smiley. And look at this scene here.
Yeah.
I mean, like the whistle when you click on it. And everyone just like.
Yeah, the individual noises of them falling down.
Now that was a sharp idea. So it's a little harder than the first one, only because this room is more cramped. I got permission to buy a cookie. I wanna see if that's the one. Which teacher sent you in here? Probably Mr. Obo. You have a nope, I didn't think so. Get out. Well, then that's not gonna work. And there's also this one if you want to kind of tease her a little bit. With the cow thing. It didn't sound that believable to begin with.
But there's a way to get them out. I know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, I can't believe I don't remember at all. Okay.
Well, to be fair, it's been a while since we played the first 2 games, because the third one, as we're gonna see later, is pretty much superior. In its own way. I'm not saying it's literally.
Yeah, there's toilet paper in the vent.
I would go and get it, but the vent is rusted shut, so we need something to open the vent. Oh, okay, then they're.
Yeah, they just leave after you talk to them, I guess.
Yep. And then one of them is on the plus side in Mr. Sum's room. It's called the pie chart because 3.14 of the people.
Why isn't Cherry on that chart? Cherry pie is the best.
Maybe because it's not popular enough.
No, dude, cherry pie is like the most popular.
The only pies they have on that chart are basically just the popular, iconic ones that the people think of the first time you think of the word pie. I don't mean cherry's great. I don't get me wrong.
So this room is useless, right?
Green guacamole is good. Yeah, I think it is. She's basically another version of Mrs. Coffee, I think. Or Miss Coffee, or however it is.
Give me a hint. I don't click on the lockers, do I?
Nope.
Okay.
That's in the third game, and we'll see what that has to do with that later.
Oh, wait.
And this time you actually have to plug it in, which is what he wanted to do in the first game, and it never happened.
Rusted shut. What do I... Just tell me the item I need without telling me where to get it.
Okay, so... Oh, without telling you where to get it. Okay, it's the some sort of, I don't even know, slide oil. Does that ring a bell?
Oh! Wait. But you can't go back in there.
It's not in there. You'll see. Just start clicking in places.
But it's not in the lockers.
You want me to give you another hint?
Yeah.
It's in the room next to Mr. Oboe's room. But then it's not in that room, but it's in a room adjacent to that room. You know what the word adjacent means, right? I think it means next to. I'm pretty sure that's what it means.
So the men's room.
No. It's the room next to Mr. Oboe's room. You go back there, and then there's a room adjacent to that room where the slide oil is. That's what I was saying.
Just tell me where to get it.
Mrs. Sleep's room. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mrs. Sleep.
Now click everywhere. Yeah, there it is.
What? Where was it?
Under the desk.
What?
Under the top of the desk, where you know how there was a crack in there?
Yeah, okay.
So now you can use it on the vent.
Oh, I can also buy a cookie, though. Okay.
You can do either one first. It doesn't mess up the puzzles or anything. You like the music in this one?
Yeah. It's like, if I heard it when I was a little kid and then heard it later, it would be very nostalgic. It's one of those things.
And the creator said that that second game's music is overly hyper, and he was using that as like a negative connotation, I'm pretty sure. You're welcome. And we're not going to downplay the creator of this game, obviously, but
Let's see.
he thinks his fans probably think the series is better. I don't know. Like his fans
Wait.
are probably more respectful of the series than him, is what I mean.
So 25.
Yeah, okay, just use it on the cookie machine.
How do you use it on the cookie machine?
Oh, I get it. Okay, okay, so you have like 25 plus. Okay, so that's. I know it's weird that doesn't show you the number of how much money, but like.
Oh, it's a nickel.
So 25, so that's 50, 60, 65. So I think you need one more dime or two more nickels, most likely. So you gotta find. So like, I feel like some more. I actually never clicked on Mr. Sub's calculator ever. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't exclusive to Legacy 1. Anything else? You have any other ideas? Mrs. Grain's room is basically of no use. I'm pretty sure...
Oh, wait. Is there change in the couch? No?
There are 3 rooms you haven't been in yet. One of which you can't enter, so try going back. Oh, no, that's the women's room. Okay, you've been everywhere then.
Well, you said 3. What's the other one?
Try clicking on the lockers. I know I said you shouldn't, because it's not relevant, but try anyway, because in case, I don't think there's anything in them. Oh.
Wow.
Whoops.
Okay, there we go.
And I thought that was exclusive to the 3rd game. I did not remember that. I guess the 1st game also had you click on the locker to get the whole pass. I didn't pay much attention at first.
Yeah.
Now we can give Chuck the cookie, and instead of just giving it to him, he just puts it on the floor. And I remember...
He doesn't even eat it, though. He just passes out.
Yeah, and that's somebody, like, commented on that who played it. I think I mean, if you don't want me to be vague about who it was, I won't. This is Mr. Mister. Very serious guy. I'm keeping this. I think he took the key.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And the key doesn't look as fancy as the last one, but that's fine.
Yeah.
And this time we do get an actual cutscene of him leaving the school, so that's nice.
The shading's weird on his hand there.
And John Crone said in his Riddle School 2 developer commentary that he wanted this ending to feel more free, like he was actually wandering outside of the school, but he ended up not doing that.
Yeah.
So that was kind of also expanded on in the 3rd one. It's kind of funny how, like, the credits all say his name most of the time.
Yeah, it's really fancy credits too.
Special thanks, which is the few people besides him anyway.
Alright. 3rd one.
Which is the first one that's more advanced, so we need to be, we need to be looking very closely. Try clicking quit, though. Try clicking quit.
No, you're a bear.
Click it 2 more times. Yeah, you'll see. No, you shut up.
I like how it looks like he's being abducted by aliens.
No, he's actually walking away from the spotlight.
Oh.
I always thought it was.
Okay.
The alien thing was not intentional with me originally.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that.
Well, yeah, but it's worth mentioning. There they are again, they're in high school.
Then the best theme in the series, Blue Sky.
And I'm not used to the normal speed version. I know it sounds weird to say that.
I always thought that Blue Sky would be a great first level theme in Super Mario Galaxy 3. Think about it. Like, it's like Gusty Gardens Galaxy, it's something like that.
Kind of. Although I expect it to be just as orchestral as Good Egg Galaxy or Sky Station Galaxy from the first 2. Because this is not as orchestral as that, so I wouldn't make that connection.
Well, it could be a different iteration of it, you know.
Rubber Band.
There's also a song I played in band that was called Marzo Zingaro that I also thought would be good for Mario Galaxy.
That's what I was about to say, actually. And
yeah.
It was...
Oh, you heard that? Marzo Zingaro?
Yeah, I heard it. I went to your band concert and I heard it.
I don't even remember.
And you told me that it sounded like it fit for the Bowser Jr. ship levels or something.
I don't know about that.
I think that's what you said the first time you played it. You said, yeah.
Huh.
You want me to do my voice or no?
No.
Pass on that. I used to do a terrible voice acting for Mr. Soggy. It wouldn't work out.
Alright.
Wow, I have not played the third game even in a while. Like, compared to Riddle University, it's
Shut up.
I think it has better quality puzzles and overall.
Yeah.
Because I think there's just more to Riddle School 3 than there was to Riddle University. But Riddle University is still has a lot to it, I'm just saying.
Right.
Now, when you get to the poster with Diz, I want you to click on it, and I know you might not want to click on it.
Yeah, it's changed. Let me see.
I think Mr. Reed made that poster. He's a librarian. He claims Diz is a real space alien. He's not interfering with the fabric of the universe. I'm guessing Mr. Reed wasn't wearing his glasses and just spoils.
Yeah, no, I like it though, cause it's kind of it's kind of ominous.
Yeah, and I get why he did that. And then there's Richie.
Yeah, it blobbles.
This time he's in his locker, or Phil's locker. He just got himself stuck in it. I have it written down. It's in Miss Oddbarb's room. Unnecessary speech he gives about what Phil should do. I think at least 2 was enough.
Yeah, but you don't even need it. Oh.
So Mrs. Oddbarb must be someplace else.
Yeah. She looks like a 5th grade math teacher I had, Miss Tuhowski.
And in the Riddle School 4, I think special features, it says that people think that Mrs. Oddbarb just takes one look at her and is like she's a guy, but that's a misconception. Like, people thought that she was a guy just by looking at her.
Some women have short hair, you know?
Yeah, but I'm just saying because it was a misconception.
Yeah, I know.
Apple. Like, taken out of it. Okay.
There we go.
You should click on the lockers, by the way.
Okay.
Because that's definitely what I remember now, because that's much more of a thing in this one.
Gonna have to try everyone.
Make sure to click on all the money, all the coins you see.
Yeah, I know.
Click on the restroom.
Yeah. He just looks at you. I thought he was looking at the restroom until I realized it's at the camera.
But I think that's funnier.
Yeah.
And if he did look at the restroom, then that would like foreshadow Riddle Transfer 2 when he actually went in there. But we're not gonna play that yet anyway. Maybe we will one day.
Yeah, it's part 2.
Cool, a trash barrel. I want one of those.
Yeah, you got the keyboard key.
I want to click on this count and see what she says. This is funny.
I hate monkeys.
She did not hate monkeys. That was not the joke. But I just thought it was funny for someone to have a room full of monkeys and then just say, I hate monkeys.
Yeah.
You go in Mrs. Flask's room. That's open.
And get the... yeah.
And you're pretty good at speed running this. Let's not skip any of the cutscenes though, just for the sake of them being
Yeah.
the game. Science rocks.
Yeah, it's not even a cool looking badge.
The joke is that Phil doesn't care less about school, so when it says science rocks, he's probably thinking, oh brother. And the teacher's just like, it's a start. And Phil's like, okay. So that's for later when you give it to Richie after he escapes from his locker.
I'm clicking on all of these.
Well, you'll know which ones are openable, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, Miss Oddverb.
Oh, you missed a penny.
I know, I'll get it.
I know. I'm not saying that because
Oh, yeah, this one's brighter.
I think that's. Oh, that's Richie's locker. Phil's locker was. Okay.
Yeah, so is it backwards?
So, it's upside down. So it's gonna be 5, 3, 7, 8, 8, 0, 7, 8. You see the distinction there?
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the regular version of this game, not the legacy one, combining items is kind of hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, it is a little bit frustrating.
And
Phil Eggtree.
his name is first revealed in that cutscene, like his full name.
I don't even think his name was revealed at all in the other 2.
Maybe.
By the way, I'm collecting buttons. Just so convenient. Okay.
As if, you know, we already have one right here.
Why is he standing there? He's not even sitting.
Nice. Here's my last quarter, keep it. And you know, actually, this was also on Crazy Games, which was the only site this was on that was not Newgrounds.
Yeah.
And in the description for it, it said something like kind of cringy, just like, oh, it's another school day. Can this be easy? No. And it like goes into like this whole thing about escaping from school. It's kind of cringy. And
Wait,
says,
why is the toilet so pixelated? It looks so pixelated.
I don't know. So
oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, I know.
Closet.
Okay. I remember.
I remember these puzzles more too now. Do I hear a toilet clog? And then he just like assumes it's like some kind of heroism thing. He just.
How did he hear that? How did he hear that?
Well, that's part of the joke of his character.
Yeah.
In the Riddle School 4 special features, he was like known as the perky-eared plumber or something. I think that's what it was.
Okay, and then
there's a specific
storage room. I know.
Yeah.
Let me see. Supply. Wait. Yep.
Okay. And it's also the first game in the series where you can combine items. So that's why I was saying it was more advanced than the other two.
Yeah. Alright. Wait, no. Cafeteria is done.
So you have to pay for the pudding. Okay, you just expect to be a regular, size
It's a huge vat.
It's kind of random, like, okay.
Maybe it was disgusting and she just wanted to get rid of it.
I mean, I guess the marquee board message.
That's the best. That's the best cutscene in the game right here.
I think I know why. It's a reference to certain.
Well, it's not just that. It's just funny.
The first time he rolls out of the way, technically the only time if you're using official material, but who knew Chubb would make such a great wrecking ball?
How does he even sit in those chairs? He can't.
I don't know. Now we can go in the office. Hello, this is Mrs. Moses. How can I help you?
There's a lots of.
I guess Chubb won the fattest office award.
I was sent here.
And of course, like the first game, you say the one that makes the least amount of sense, and you get in there. You probably know which one it is.
I don't spoil it for me. I don't know.
I won't spoil it.
Let's see.
Kind of trial and error, but I mean, that one.
Yep.
Of course.
This one's just sad. All right, let's see. He's just. Doesn't that kind of remind me of a Jaguar? Remind you of a Jaguar controller?
You know, it didn't remind me of that per se. I think it was more something along the lines of. Because I knew the game looked familiar when I first saw it, and he's like,
Yeah.
Nah.
All right.
Trying to escape the school, and this is the ending where
He's free.
And I like how it just like. I don't know. Is it a little dramatic for an ending? What do you think? Because he doesn't even.
No.
We could try to beat the game again and get the.
No,
ending.
I don't need to do that.
I'm just kidding.
It's got an orange car. I want a lime green car.
Like the pickle car, you want that?
No, ours wouldn't look good lime green though. It's too old. It would look ugly if it was green.
And he just drives off into the sunset. The end. Yeah, we're definitely staying after the credits though. The first time, this shows us the time after we beat it.
We don't have to stay after the credits.
Well, no, but I want us to see the flying pig.
No.
Like, at least, and then we can close it, but it's like how it just like, it doesn't know any animation, it's just like...
Yeah.
And then suddenly
Yeah. Okay. Fourth one. Last one for now.
Okay, so what's this one gonna be about, I wonder? Make sure to make it full screen, yep.
Well, you don't have to hype it up. I think everybody knows what's going to be here.
Yeah, but then
Just remember their first instinct reaction, though.
one of his canceled games that he now never wants to finish because he thought he already finished the series. And he said this intro would probably have been different because he said it was just supposed to be easy at the time. He said it wasn't anything significant. Let's just listen.
Oh, look, this looks so cool.
And then what was that? Oh, just like Spins Ben, where it was like halfway down.
It's funny every time.
I honestly thought it was just kind of pathetically underwhelming at first. Wasn't laughing myself, but Phil's teacher, Mr. Munch, was the original architect of Riddle University, and of course I'm just pulling this out of the air. Yeah, I remember he said that in his developer commentary.
Dug near an active underwater volcano.
This is made up.
Why would he dig a school near a volcano?
And then he's
Oh my
playing
gosh.
Phil. It's almost like the new Wimpy Kid books now by this point, like how it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they're crazy by this point. They're crazy. Are you gonna get the newest one, the birthday one?
The newest one is the spaghetti one, right?
No, the newest one is the birthday one. Spaghetti one was before that.
See, I don't.
He makes them so often, it's hard to keep track.
I basically have just given up. I wish I could reread them, but I think I might have too much to keep up with. Now, this one, the ending was originally about like, please don't make any more Riddle School games.
Yeah, that's funny here.
But because he said that he wanted to tie into the story of Riddle School 5, just think though, his original plan was to make it, you know, I mean, the ending cutscene is fine if you want to stay around for that, because there's one cutscene after the credits.
I do want to check some of the the extras, though.
So then we'll do that. Again, the name John Chrome is mentioned 10,000 times.
I like how just lazy the blood looks. It's just a bunch of dots in MS Paint.
I didn't know it was blood when I first saw it. I thought it was just, like, because it started with leaves. I think I did know it was blood, I just didn't think that hard about it. I just thought, maybe he didn't mean it that way, okay. But I mean, it's not as funny, but I think it at least leads into the next story just fine. Because this text you see here is about the Riddle School 5
Yeah.
share. It says that right there, dream share lookup detected.
Yeah.
Beginning transmission.
It's pretty cool how he changed it, though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we were kind of hard on it at first, but it's cool. Special features. Right on the very bottom. Oh, okay, the projected lives of all the characters. That's what it was.
Fred didn't really like school, but he thought he was wise to stay in school anyway. He grew up and took many effortless occupations. One day he fell asleep face first in a vat of paint. They're so.
That's how he died.
These are so dark too.
Except for Smiley's, of course.
Yeah, lives in a treehouse in the forest.
He fell into an erupting volcano and froze to death.
That one's just sad. That's not even funny.
Well, it's cartoon logic because
He was mugged in a dark alleyway and woke up trapped in a smelly dump. Jeez, these are so. I forgot. 5 sold T-shirts online. He was put in jail for the next 5 years. He did not have the money to sue him back.
808. 5
He realized he would need a better paying job and ended up being a garbage boy in France. He was having so much fun that he forgot his son existed. What? The janitor?
This guy wasn't even named anyway.
He ate his mop, drank his dirty mop water, and nibbled on his hat. The last sound he ever heard was the sound of...
Guess what? He was in the auditorium. He must have died by then.
He wasn't in the auditorium? What are you talking about?
No. Oh, I thought that referenced the chub scene in Riddle School.
No, in the
Because I always thought that. Okay, this is what I was talking about. The perfect year plumber. Something.
The show was canceled after 2 years.
Irony.
Committed suicide. What the heck is this?
Well,
Never a smart
it's funny how we
person.
didn't react much to this.
Never a smart person, he learned about how small the percentage of drinkable water on the planet there was. He decided to never drink anything. Oh my gosh.
And Miss Coffee's the opposite of him in terms
She
of how her life
she
ended.
told Mr. Calm that nearly all of the world's water was drinkable, but then she realized she only drank coffee. Wasn't really sure it was straight up.
This is
So she went.
stupid.
There's lots of water. What?
Drinks lots of water as much as he possibly could.
So she died from drinking salt water?
That makes sense though.
You can't die from it. You just throw up though, right?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know that.
Once
detail.
drank 99 cups of coffee. She died of caffeine. So like all of them just died in awful ways. This teacher once.
Miss Green's death isn't as morbid, I don't think. Nobody knew her name.
This teacher once screamed at a school student so loudly that walls of the room she was in collapsed around her.
It's just a box.
Nobody knew what to put on her tombstone because nobody knew her name. What? Getting ready to, there's so many of these. Getting ready to sit down one night at a school play about knights and horses. He was told before the show to hold a sword, which was one of the props. It wasn't a real sword, but ironically he still died from it. What?
I think I heard another story about that somewhere. I don't remember.
That's like in real life?
No, in a different thing, and it probably wasn't thinking about Riddle School. It wasn't a reference or anything. It was just something I was thinking.
One day he woke up and realized how much he aged. He got a driver's license and had a fatal wreck sleeping at the. That's so sad. She once got married and had a son named Greg. Eventually, she died sleepwalking off.
And you know, there was never a Mr. Sleep, and we never knew what he was. Like,
yeah.
I in my original plan for Riddle University, because before I discovered the many fan games of it, I wanted to make it myself. I guess I still can, but Mr. Sleep, I was planning to be the counselor. There are a lot of them, huh?
Yeah, there's a. Oh my gosh.
Now go to Diz's thing for a second.
Is that new?
No, that's been there since.
Supposedly a foreign exchange student. Diz popped up into Riddle University, and after that.
Because remember the whole plot with Riddle School 5 was the dreams.
I wonder what gasoline tastes like. What the heck, dude?
And then Mr.
He
Potato
did
was
nothing
like
but play. He did nothing. Hang on, let me just read it.
I know.
He did nothing but play video games long after Phil left high school. He died happily right after beating a game 6 feet.
Right, fourth wall break.
So sad. Mr. Counselor of Riddle Middle School was robbed of his possessions unexpectedly. He died of starvation.
Because he also didn't know he had no food. Of all the darkest ones, which you think wins?
I don't know.
This guy basically
Maybe Zach?
physically beat his student's head, and I guess he didn't have a problem dying.
What the heck? Mrs. Moose's was at a bank in bank robbery. Suddenly, the robber told her to get down on the ground, and she wouldn't. She was shot multiple times in her. What the heck?
I like how it just thinks the shooting thing is not a problem, but it's just about its arrest.
That's his madness influence coming out. I bet he had more fun writing these than he ever did making the games. Very tired of people taking one look at her and thinking, hang on, let me read it.
I know. I'm letting you read it.
Very tired of people taking one look at her and thinking she was a guy. So she went berserk and set fire to his shoe store. She stole a small boat and sailed away from civilization. Monkey hater Miss Count was bored at her house.
So funny.
Decided to look for games on the internet. Not long after she was put in the same. Oh yeah.
Secret ending. Mention.
He was reading the Sticks and Stones, but
Okay,
when he got it down. What the heck? Lost every inch of blood in his body.
Just from a single paper cut.
That was just kind of stupid, actually. Mr. Soggy simply couldn't find his glasses, so he was on his way to get new glasses because he could. He was a math teacher gardening on the roof of a building, and suddenly he was mugged by a bear who ate him 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. Anyone's I missed?
You already did, Joe. How about Chubb?
Right after Phil's death, Chubb stopped eating for the rest of his life simply because he got so big his cheeks covered up too much of his mouth. He lived an entire century after he stopped. It is rumored Earth's most devastating earthquakes were caused by Chubb's. Oh my gosh. But She felt like she served her son Chubb too much. She didn't know what to do. She should just give all of Chubb's food to.
Of course. Did anything happen to Mr. Munch? I don't remember. Oh, there he is. I was thinking, like, did he miss
Didn't
him?
know as much as he. And the only person he could remember her talking to is a kid named Phil Eggtree. He killed Phil and later died by overeating.
Then Phil Eggtree, which is kind of a self-insert by this point, because it's falling.
Phil only went to college because he figured it had to be better than elementary, middle, and high. He went to newly built Riddle University because it was local, it was cheap, and I love how the schools are literally called Riddle, like they expect you to escape the school. At first, he thought this Riddle School was just like the other three. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We saw him die. Alright, well, that was about it.
Oh, he added a 2020 audio.
You want to listen to that one? Or no, we don't have time for that. Phil, now what? I guess wait till the dream ends, I don't know.
We'll watch this one. Wait, Riddle University? What?
We already clicked on that.
Oh, yeah, I got confused.
Back when he was John Bro.
It's not as good of a name. I get why he changed it.
Same size as Riddle School 3 or
Good audio quality there.
I wanted to.
I know it's.
Hey, come on, it's 2010.
I was saying that, I was just joking.
Yeah.
The game because most of the game is a movie.
It's really not a movie,
And
most of this is
I
friends.
figured
Just corrected
I
that.
would have to make a comment.
Hey, we can see the old ending though, that's good.
Yeah.
That's funnier that way.
I already had it in my mind that Phil should die in Riddle School 4 because I got so sick of requests for a fourth
Wow, I
Riddle
got
School
sick
game.
of them.
And I started one before called Riddle University,
First time it was mentioned.
but it wasn't going to be very good. I only had planned the first room, which is the one that's seen in Riddle School 4.
Who knew what it would have been
And
though?
I think it was just.
He mentioned it in the commentary.
I know, but like he only mentioned the first room, not the whole game. He didn't plan any of it
Yeah.
after
I
that.
don't remember exactly. So my friend Yoshi Egg.
Maybe it would have been better than the
he was
fan
other
ones
voice in
though.
the Pain
That's
on
what
the
I'm
Ring
probably
3
thinking
commentary,
because
and I
it's
said,
by
I'm
him,
gonna make
you
Riddle School
know.
4 tonight. And he's like, all right. So I started with that.
Please
room,
don't let there be.
and
Okay, well, I guess we're done.
Just as every story has a beginning and an end.
Well, we'll
Or
play.
something.
We'll play the next ones in the next one, I
Oh, I
guess.
forgot.
Yeah.